We're at 1222 6th Street in Dayton, Kentucky, doing a pre-purchase inspection on a sanitary lateral. We're going from the clean out in the floor on the left rear of the house in the basement if you're facing the house. There's a clean out in the floor right next to the stack. That's where we'll be going in. We're going to push all the way out to the main. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that may be of concern as far as making sure that the sanitary is flowing easily. Microphone is not going off yet.
Wait for this to start up.
Keep waiting.
Yeah, I put it in heat, so
It's not that cold out.
it's gonna be a delay.
It's not. I know my house.
You may hear some other talking in the background, but that's the home inspector. So the stack is PVC, and it does look like there's the clean out is also PVC. I expect there to be clay at some point unless the whole line has been replaced. So yeah, as soon as you get out of there, this does look like clay pipe here. So underneath the basement floor, and it should continue all the way outside to the main. That's clay. See, so there are 3-foot sections on this. So you see the seams about every 3 feet. You can see it if you see the line on the side. That's about as high as the flow rate has ever gotten on this pipe, at least in the recently. There's a tie in there to the right. Could be a downspout or something outside. There's a little bit of, I don't know if it's just mineral deposits or I don't see a hole in the pipe or anything, and that is at a connection. It's not down in the flow line, so it's not causing any obstruction. A little more. Everything so far is looking really good. There's a slight little offset there, but that's where they're making the turn down here. This house is sitting up on a pretty large hill, so it has to drop off, you can see, into another line. Can't tell if that is a main or if that is just dropping into another line. This may actually be the main already. Seems a little short, but I'm going to go ahead and the pipe diameter doesn't look like it's gotten any larger, so I don't think that was the main, but I'm going to continue on a little bit and see if I see any other connections that ought to tell me something. I believe it was just diving. Yeah, it was. Here's another line. And this is, looks like we're making a right-hand turn here. Like I said, this is sitting, it's probably sitting, 15 feet, 20 feet above the street. So it says it'll have a weird dive. I believe this is just made another turn, and it's trying to get deep enough to drop into the main. This is all, we've switched back to PVC now. area has been repaired. Okay. There's a little water. We do have some, do have the dishwasher running, so there's a little bit of water that came down. That was just a very small belly. The camera lens is only about maybe a ½ inch off the bottom of the pipe. So that little bit of water is not a concern. There were no solids or anything sitting in that spot.
Yeah, it was calibrating thermostat, I guess, to the tower. I haven't done a lot of this. He could be,
Should be getting close to the main.
Real close.
Okay, we're going to pause here. I'm going to go get a locate and see if I can figure out where we are. I believe, if nothing else, we are off the we're off the property. It's not For some reason, the monitor's not responding.
Looks pretty good.
yeah,
Looks
same,
good.
same years of air conditioner.
Hey, listen, I mean, it hasn't
remember.
ever been serviced.
The main's
I can tell. It's
off the center towards.
Well, we're 104 feet out, so we should at least be off the property. So as soon as we can get the monitor to respond here, we'll turn on the locator and pause the video and go ahead and go out there and check how far out we are.
I wanted to start this and show you how this works. Calibrating up there in the stat, I think it's got some.
Okay, so based off of the SD1 records, the sewer department, this is actually a submain. So we've dropped into the submain. We went the second time we dropped in, when we went into another pipe. This is actually a submain. So I believe it's 1220 next door is where it starts, and then it comes by, picks up this house and two more houses before it cuts out into the street and dumps into the high end of the main, which is the beginning of the sewer main out the street. So we do know that we are off the property. We are going to notify the buyer that this is a shared line, so if something happens beyond this point, that it will probably be something that she would have to deal with the neighbors on any repairs or anything. I don't think that the sewer department would cover it. But we are off the property. We're just unable to make it any further because of all the turns. We are over 100 feet out. So we're going to pull back. Everything looked good. Everything was flowing fine, and I didn't see any issues, any structural issues, or any kind of root intrusion or you know, any kind of broken spots or anything of concern in the pipe. So we'll continue inspecting on the pullback to see if we see anything. But this is as far as we can get. So this is about where, this looks like this is where we're dropping into that sub main. This is where it begins. So I'm vertical right now. This is why there's stuff dripping off the camera, so it's hard to see. But as I pull back, as I pull vertical right here before, you can see water going by. This is where the house upstream comes through. This is that beginning of the sub main. So everything before that and everything beyond that looks really good. Especially for a house this age sitting on the side of a hill like this. There'd be a lot of times where this stuff would pull apart, it would shift and everything. So, but everything looked good.